All right, we're back. We're live. I gotta always check when I went live last, because I'm not too active on this channel. If anything, I community post a bit more on this channel. But yeah. So we got the outcome of the fight over the weekend. It's a weekday for me. The start of the week for me. What's up, Mr. Shelton? Um, so yeah, Haney and Loma finally got it on. After however many years, there was some stuff going on. I did pick Loma to win, um, and I thought maybe late stoppage, but given the fact of how elusive Haney is, I'm getting all these emails of how elusive Haney is, it probably wasn't going to happen. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just like confused as to how everyone is just mad. Like people are mad on both sides, but I feel like it was a good fight to begin with. I feel like Haney started strong, very strong in those first couple of rounds, like taking the middle. I don't know why he backed off though. He could have really held the middle of the ring. He kind of implemented what Tio did to Loma, take the middle. You know, just take that space up and push the guy back. Because I don't think Loma's that good. He kind of just keeps his hands up and that's it. But we saw later on that he was starting to counter a bit more. I did like his gloves actually. Haney's gloves. Haney's gloves were what do you call it? I don't want to reactivate the subscription. You guys are crazy. But yeah, it was good. It was actually better than anticipated. I don't know, man. Just the aftermath is kind of just souring it. Um, Most people in that crowd, especially, were casuals, definitely. Um, shit. I mean, like it wasn't a robbery. I don't think it was a robbery. I don't think that. From the top of my head, I could probably give round 3 to Loma, and then there's last 3 rounds to Loma, and there's another one in there. Probably round 9, and there was another one. Like for me, it was a draw. Um, and the reason I say that is because, especially the later half, Loma was, starting to press a lot. He was landing a lot of punches. He threw a lot more, and that, maybe within the rounds didn't mean too much, but I don't know. Because you got to score by the rounds. Because when they got to the scorecards, I was like, Haney won it. And when they read out 116, 112, I was like, yeah, like it's Haney. They've not given that many to Loma. And it was unanimous, so I'm like, yeah, it's definitely Haney. But I don't know. Just looking back a bit, I think a draw. It's probably the most fair result. Just a lot of people are just getting mad when people bring up that they thought Loma won. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't really see anything wrong. If you think Loma won, I think based off of damage, he dished it out more in the end. I think Loma waited a bit too long in spots. Look, his age was showing, no doubt. Mouth open, that's a classic trait that I see in MMA and boxing. I've seen that for years. Luke Rockhold's done it. Lots of guys have done it. I think the smart thing Haney did was he kept attacking the body. The uppercut to the body was good, but he should have aimed for the head. Because when you worry about the body, sometimes you're not as aware of a headshot. You should have done that, but he didn't really do it much. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Everyone said that Haney would wash this guy, and that just didn't happen. I never thought that was the case. He didn't hurt him once. I don't even know if Loma hurt Haney once. It was more so just like kind of he landed a clean shot and the guy didn't anticipate it. It's like kind of that cork jab right hook Loma throws over the top. It's a really good shot he throws. Funnily enough, looking at the stats, and like I said, I don't always think the stats are very accurate, but you know, Haney landed 20 jabs the whole fight. Maybe he landed 30, 35, but for a guy that has apparently got the best jab in boxing, he sure as hell didn't land as many. And that's not a bad thing because Loma's very good at defending jabs. It's that other stuff that he's not great at defending. But yeah, there were times where Haney was just like completely like bewildered by the combinations, and I think Loma was anticipating the right duck below that Haney goes to. That's kind of Haney's go-to. Like if you throw a 1-2 at him or like a big overhand, he'll kind of just dip to the right, Mayweather style, like just dip right down, below the waist almost. I think Loma was anticipating that a bit because that's why he was hesitating. But I don't know, man. Like it was definitely. I think Haney's improved a little bit with the body work, but excuse me. I don't know, dude. Like some people are just a little weird with how they do it. Like I don't think, like again, I don't think Haney. If you want to give Haney a win, 8-4, that ain't it. Like I'm sorry, but I just don't see it that way. But like 8-4 is not a thing, like of reality. There's no way he won 8 fucking rounds. Not a chance, dude. Not a chance. 7 is more lenient. Again, I think Haney looked pretty bad in the last stretch of the fight. I mean, for a much younger guy who's, pretty fit, he fucking was breathing out of his backside, man. And I think a bloody mouth doesn't help that. But, I mean, you can't be that tired. I don't even think Teofimo was that tired. Sure, that fight was at a slower pace, but still, I don't get it. Like, and again, the whole thing with Shakur afterwards, where Haney kind of went out the ring. I don't know what that all was about. I don't really care too much, but I do think if Haney does fight Shakur next, I think Shakur will beat him, because Shakur has the style that I wouldn't say it's reminiscent of Loma, but he's a lefty. What do you call it? He's more aggressive and a bit more confident in his approach to come forward. He understands the slick style, the counterpunching. He throws combinations, Shakur does, especially when he's coming forward on you. I think he's a natural lightweight for sure, Shakur. I think he's got good size. I think he's got very good parry and catch defense compared to a lot of other guys, especially his age, especially in those lower weight divisions as well, even if you compare it with some higher weight divisions. He's very good at sliding a shot off, but he's good at not moving away too much, right? He kind of moves just right. Whereas I feel like Haney, a lot of Haney stuff is a big action, right? It's a big left hook. It's a big overhand. It's a a jab where he's really exhaling. It's a big jump back or step back. You don't really see that from Shakur too much. It's more just like, I think he'll be more willing to hold the middle of the ring, and he will get on the inside. Shakur will. He will do that. I just I'm confident Shakur would probably get a victory over Devin Haney. But if Shakur can't cut the ring off, and if he can't land his counter punches either in some exchanges, and use the jab to get in and mix up some other things, I think he'll struggle if he can't do those things against Haney. Because Haney will just tee him off from long distance, and if Haney does start throwing combinations, it will make it more difficult. Again, when you look at that fight, I don't think Haney deals very well with pressure. It's later on in the later stretches. Haney doesn't seem to have the most power, I think, as a lot of people know. And that's a bad thing because you're going to need something to keep people off. I think even Mayweather, his counter right was probably the shot that you know, that like when he used to hit Canelo with that right hand, like Canelo was feeling that. Canelo was like he was marked up pretty bad after that fight. He was stunned a couple times. I don't know if Haney has that. And I think it's partly because the technique he throws into, like, for example, his right hand. It's like he does a bit too much to try to do a punch. There's a big ish. There's a big like wind up sometimes. I'm not saying he's not technical. It's that he's just sometimes he tries too hard to throw certain shots. But yeah, I think Loma did well, but I mean, I think it's time to hang it up for Loma, honestly. There's no point trying to go for these fights anymore, I mean, he had a good little run, little win streak, but I don't know. I think that's it for him. It's been a bit much. He's gone off to the Ukraine to fight. He's, had this fight. He's on the older side. He is small for the weight class. I don't care what anyone says. Hey, Mo, what's up? You guy won, man. You got Haney got it. You got the win. Haney got the win. But yeah, I think that's it for Loma, dude. There's nothing really else to go for. There's no point you're chasing any other fight simply because he's at top rank and he's not going to go to any other side of the street. I think. I scored at a draw, Mo. If I had pick a win, I'd pick Loma. I know you don't want to hear that, but I could see a draw. I think that's the most balanced you can get out of this. I just don't see 8-4 either way. With Haney or Loma, I don't see 8-4. It was close. It wasn't a robbery like people are saying, but this whole demolition job that people spoke of, I didn't believe that would happen, and it didn't. I think, like I said, I think Haney's improved with the bodywork aspect. I think the middle of the ring stuff was good, holding the ground, but he just gave it up too easily there in that space, But that's what happens, when you fight Loma, I guess. He's just that good at getting an angle on you. He still showed something, Loma. It's just that I don't think it's enough anymore. It's just too it's going to be limited and exploited more if he continues fighting at this point. If you are a Lomachenko fan. So for people out there, from the top of my head, I don't know what rounds entirely. I think round 3, Loma, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there was another one in between there. Like maybe round 7 or something. I'm not sure. But then Haney, I gave 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and then some other one. I can't remember, but it was something roughly around there. I didn't even read out the full 12 rounds, but yeah. That last stretch was convincing enough for me. Like, personally, Loma just shut that out. I think some of those early rounds, Haney definitely, like, collected well, I'm not a big Haney fan. I mean, I'm just not. I'm just not. I don't really like the guy, if I'm being honest. But I mean, he got the win. I'm not gonna cry about it, guys. Like other people, it is what it is. The guy won the fight. It's just that I think people are getting a bit too fired up over people complaining about it, sort of thing. Complaining about it is normal. You know what I mean? Loma admitted he gave the 12th away. I think he should have pressed a bit more. But the thing is, like, he was still pressing enough to kind of be at least aggressive. It was a lot of clinching as well, a lot of back in the corner stuff. I don't know. Like, it was at that point, it was tit for tat. You know, I just don't see either way, like in totality, in total, how the fight was like domination from either guy. I don't really see that. You know, that's not really something I see. But me and Loma said that, you know, that's his perspective on the fight. You know, he was in there, not me, so he knows best. You know, him and Haney were the two guys in there. You know, so that's just what it is, dude. You know, that's just what it is. So good fight though, honestly. You know, I honestly have no complaints. I just, you know, oh, you know, it's Tank next, or it's this and that. You know, blah blah blah. Nah, just calm down with that. You know, like enjoy the fight for what it was. You know, enjoy it. You know, at least take that. You know, 10 and 11 was clear. Loma was clear. Loma win. That's why people are mad. 2 rounds doesn't win you a fight. But those aren't the only rounds you won. You know what I mean? Those aren't really the rounds he just won. Like, you know. But if that's your opinion, that's okay. You know. That's okay. Like I said, it's boxing. It's probably one of the most subjective, what do you call it? Sports you can, you know, come across. I think if Devin threw more combinations, he would have probably would have got a convincing win, honestly. You know? I give Haney credit for the techniques he showed, the new techniques. The whole win and everything, people trying to have a go at me for not giving it credit. I'm not obliged to give, you know, I don't owe anyone anything in this boxing sphere, you know? Just like the fighters don't owe us anything. There's no agreement in place, you know? This is what it is, you know? Just give me a sec, guys. I'm getting a drink. But yeah, like I said, I saw Bill Haney, just a thumbnail. You know, he was saying the fight wasn't. He's like, it wasn't close. Look, Bill knows it was close, but Bill's gonna say that because that's his father, you know. That's why people met. I also gave him. Are you talking about Loma or Haney there? I also gave him 2 and 7 and maybe 8th, lots of swing rounds. For me, the first couple rounds and then the late rounds, I remember in the middle, like you said, there were swing rounds, you know, so I can't remember like probably from round 3, 4 onwards to like round 8, 9-ish, even though I said I gave round 9, but, you know, like it's a bit of a blur, you know, but 2, 7, and maybe 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that you would have scored it if you use that, like for Loma, if you gave Loma those rounds, you would have given 7-5 for Haney, which I don't really have a problem with, guys. I don't have a problem with that, honestly. You know? I really don't. I don't have an issue with that. Good fight, man. Like I said, you know, and Haney said that was by far his toughest opponent, which it was, you know. People gotta like stop trying to shoot their punches straight at Haney and come underneath when he dips down. That shot is there all day, you know. It's just because Haney's a big guy for the weight class as well. It's hard to get in on him sometimes, you know, because I'd say he's got quicker feet than quicker hands, which is actually sometimes a better thing, you know. Let me check this. My phone. Okay, that's just useless stuff there. But yeah, I mean, holy crap! Like, I feel like people are just, I think people hate Loma, so they're just like going on the fucking attack against him. Just going to give him. Also gave him 2-7. To give a close fight to Loma is a bit wrong, but just my opinion. Loma came to fight. Oh, yeah, he did come to fight. A bit wrong. I mean, like, listen, all judges one gave it 8-4 for Devin, and the other two gave it 7-5 for Devin. 8-4's wrong, guys. I think that's wrong, in my opinion. You can't give 8 rounds. That's 1 round shy of winning 9 rounds, and he certainly didn't win near that. It's 7-5 Haney, a draw, or 7-5 the other way. Because you got to understand this as well. Like, people going about how Loma was inactive, but then he threw all these other punches. So it's like, well, was he that inactive? Which I think he was in some rounds, But Haney won it, man. What can I say? I'm not gonna get a genie and wish that Loma wins it and turn back time. My whole thing is some of these Haney fans out here, holy, and I don't mean Yumo, like I mean like some fucking Bill Haney kind of tag along fanatics. You know what I mean? With Devin, sort of crazy, man. Like the hate for Tank, I don't know where the fuck that's come from. They've been cordial for the last 4 years, and then all of a sudden they're not cool anymore. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. But it is what it is, man. I'm glad I saw a good fight at least. It wasn't boring. I didn't think it'd be a straight up boring fight, but I didn't think there'd be that much action in it. So I'm at least glad about that. You said the body shots won it for Haney. I think early on, I don't know why Loma just allowed him to just hit him with it. They're not nice body shots, honestly. They did. I reckon they did tire Loma out a bit. He's too busy defending the body shot and just not trying to attack it, sort of thing. Like I said, it's no robbery, but it's just like it is what it is. I saw them also show it on Sky Sport a bit. I'm just trying to look at this. Oh yeah, Bill Haney got a bottle thrown at him. But like I said, it is what it is, man. To be fair, Tank and Shakur fans started beef. How? Fans don't start a beef. Listen, Devin Haney is a very how do I describe him? He's a weird guy. Like, I don't know about the guy. He's just a very strange personality. Very, very strange. I don't really know how to describe him, but I don't know, dude. It's like everyone is his enemy, sort of thing in this world. Like, that's not really how life works. I don't know. It's just a weird personality, And like I said, look, his team lies a lot. They just fucking lie. They lie out of their brain on a daily basis about things, This is why I don't look at stuff about Devin Haney, and I don't look at stuff about Shakur. I don't really like Shakur either. I like Tank. Tank's cool, but I don't go looking up every video of Tank. It's what it is. Like, I'm not trying to delve into all that, For me, I'm more of a well, I used to be a heavyweight guy, Lightweights are just very different to watch compared to heavyweights, What did they lie about? I mean, saying that Tank is ducking. I mean, they're at Top Rank. He's at PBC. Nothing has been sent out. No one is avoiding anything. Saying that the WBA ordered Tank to fight Haney or whatever. That's not true. Like, even Haney was saying before the fight, these are just a couple of examples, but he was saying before this fight got made, Loma is old, this and that. And then when the fight gets signed, he's saying to the media, don't call them old. You reap what you sow, It's like you were saying that before. Now, because you get a win, it doesn't matter about the age. So, the consistency isn't there with the guy, But he's got a top tier win now, I guess, right? According to everyone. He beat Loma, because I never thought Gambosis was any good. I fucking knew that firsthand. And I don't know what he was doing at the fight yesterday. But, good for Devin, man. He's 24 years old. He's not worked a day in his life. He fucking drives a Maybach. He's got no responsibilities. He's rich. He's famous. Him and his dad get to say whatever the fuck they want. Good on the guy, I guess, Good for him. Good for him. He wins. Haney wins, man. That's what he does. He said it in the documentary. He said Haney's winners. We don't lose. 30-0. He's chasing that Mayweather record. He's only got to do it 20 more times. And, maybe he's an all-time great, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, Definitely not Shakur, because Shakur's going to lose to some other guys, but I think he'll get Haney. I think he will, It is what it is, but yeah. So yeah, what's Mo said here? You got a new profile picture, Mo. Good on you, man. Tank's team admitted they didn't want to fight. Again, I've not seen this. But after last night, they'll call him out thinking they seen some weakness with southpaws. There was a weakness with southpaws against Joseph Diaz. That was in 2021. Yeah, that was in 2021, I think. I forgot when that was. Some time ago in 2021. But I mean, there's always a weakness there. There's always been a weakness, Always been a weakness. I'm just looking at some other content here quickly. But yeah, if you guys get any more questions, again, I didn't plan on the stream. I kind of just went live for the sake of it, Just put my little opinion out there, sort of thing. I wonder what's next in boxing. I have no idea what's next. This is probably one of the bigger fights of the year, so that's what it is. Straight up. That's what it is. Yeah, this whole Tank hate just fucking is mind-boggling. But yeah, some of these guys, man, I don't know. Haney can fight anyone next. It's all up to him. Haney is not perfect, but he'll fight anyone, win or lose. His action tells me that. Yeah, I'd fight Gambosos too. You know, we live in the same fucking region of the world, but you know, I'm not a pro boxer, am I? But do you know what I mean? Like fighting Gambosos, that's all good, man. But you know, we saw last night what the fuck the difference was in the level. You know, Haney can fight anyone next. It's all up to him. Again, I'm not in the meeting room negotiating a fight. So when people say, "Oh, Take's scared of Haney," stop that nonsense, please. Stop trying to cause controversy and negativity. It is the way of the world, but it doesn't mean we need to do it every second. Okay. And by the way, Tank's in house arrest. Okay, for like 90 days or whatever. So no, he's not fighting. He's not probably not training either. So I don't fucking know. But yeah, Haney he's probably gonna fight Shakur next because they're on the same fucking network. You know? They're on the same network. You know? Maybe that Loma fight has prepared him for the Shakur fight better. Who knows? You know? I just don't get it. It's just boring to me. This is why I don't get on YouTube much. You know? You know? Tank's not scared. It's his team overpricing. That's your opinion, Mo. But again, how do we know that? I don't know. They're amongst the biggest draws in boxing, Tank. Okay, his last fight did, what was it, 1.4, 1.2, somewhere around there. You know? That's a lot. That's a lot of people to buy a pay-per-view, you know? And how much did that cost? $70? You know? That's a lot of people to buy a fight like that, you know? It's a lot of people, you know? You know, if Tank wipes Haney out, what will the thing be then? You know? What will it be then, I wonder? You know, it is what it is. Ellaby said himself, everyone said something. Everyone, it's all over YouTube. Well, I haven't seen it, have I? If you're talking about Leonard saying that Tank's the face of boxing, I don't see how that's pricing yourself out. Like I said, once those people get in the meeting room or on the phone or whatever, they can hash it out. That's their business, you know? They're getting paid a lot of money to do their job or jobs, you know? A lot of that talk from other fans, that's to divert from the fact that Haney actually had a tough fight, you know? And it was a good fight. Not even that it was tough. Just that it was a good fight. It was an enjoyable watch. I enjoyed watching it, honestly. I enjoyed watching it. You know? It was good. I have respect for Loma. He's a warrior, you know? I've never really been that big of a fan, you know? Yeah, I know, Mike. You've been saying that for since the dawn of time. I don't care who gets what. I say the same shit. I say the same thing. In the rare instance, have I said that maybe, you know, some stuff has been unfair for certain people negotiating, but apart from that, I have not really, you know, been one of these people to, you know, flap my wings and fly off into that topic, you know? That's just not me. So they hash it out. They pay their agents, do whatever the fuck they want. It's there. Like I said before, I told you, Devin Haney is 24 years old. He wears all the jewelry in the world. He drives a Maybach. He lives in Vegas. He's rich and famous. What I say or what we say means fuck all to him for the most part. Yeah? So he can go ahead and do what the fuck he wants. He can go back and fight in Tijuana for his next 10 fights for all I give a shit. You know? He can do that if he wants. Let the guy do what he wants. I'm not hating, dude. I don't like the guy, but I'm not like, a guy that has hatred for the dude. You know? We actually got a bit of a fight out of him last night. He actually had to sit down a bit on his punches and fight back. That's good to see. But he didn't initiate like Loma did. But he was still in it. It was competitive. It was close. So that's just what it is. Straight up and down. Why don't I like him? Is this the real Raphael Dawkins? I wonder. Blue smiling. That must be an emoji you put in, and it's coming up different. I don't like him. Okay, like for one, all right. So it's a real Raphael. Okay. Why don't I like Haney? Well, some of this stuff is just so subjective. Like, when Haney talks, he annoys me. I wouldn't say I dislike his style. I dislike how he compromises his style of boxing. He's trying to be Mayweather, but if he just goes away from that and does his own thing, he'll probably be better. Yeah, and I don't really like how easy he's had it, to be honest, but that's just, that's pretty reasonable on my end. Tank versus Haney ain't happening next 90 days. House arrest, like you said, that's not turning down a fight. This is what I'm saying. 90 days is 369, 3 months. We're in May, late May coming. We're in May, June, July, August, and then there's fucking 4 months left in the year. So quit this thing of saying that there's this avoiding going on, because there's not. There's not. It's not happening. I don't like them because I'm from Cali. And they sound like they're trying to sell something and make you choose. Yeah, like Bill Haney's annoying. Like I said, that's his father. I got no problem with his father like supporting his son, right? But like what I have a problem with actually? I have a problem with how they treat their sparring partners. Because those guys are coming in there to help you, and you're treating them like they're expendable and like they're, stuff in the gutter. Swearing at the sparring partners and abusing them and, don't fuck the money up, this and that. And then Haney talking shit after the session. You've had a full session of sparring to use your actions to express yourself. Why after a sparring session are you still heated? This is all on video. And these are also things in interviews said. You don't need to be like that. Man, like I said, Top Rank and PBC really don't do business. I feel like people are hating on Haney for no reason. No one has given me a valid reason. I gave you a few. I did give you a few valid reasons, though, Mo. I gave you a few valid reasons. I gave you a few. It is what it is. If you guys can hear a buzzing in the background, it's because my charger is connected. So, just only if you can hear it. But I'm just saying if you can, in case. But yeah, a lot of people are just bugging out and just fucking flipping their shit on, Lomachenko crying after. You can cry if he wants. He was crying over his son, So, I mean, he can do that if he wants, But like I said, I do agree that it is not a robbery, I don't see no hate. I think honestly, it's reasonable that people actually dislike the guy. Okay, maybe there's a few racists out there. Yeah, like that shit is horrible for like anyone of any background. I do feel like though people just don't like his personality. People didn't like Mayweather's personality. Mayweather didn't give a shit what the fuck people thought, though. As long as you buy my product, buy what the fuck I do, what I sell on pay-per-view, and that's it. You know? Mayweather didn't care. Why can't Haney, who is probably more wealthy now than Mayweather was at that age, why can't he handle it? He's a grown-ass man. He can handle it. He won a fight last night against one of the best fighters on earth, according to a lot of experts and fans. You know? He can deal with people disliking him. Tank's under house arrest. People are hating on that, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's just going to have to do the house arrest, isn't he? You know? He's the only one calling for smoke. He didn't have to fight Loma, but did it anyway. Like 4 years ago when people were springing that narrative about him being a mandatory, which wasn't entirely true. He didn't have to. Who else was on top rank for him? Shakur. If it was that, then he would have fought Loma anyway, probably. You know? He's not the only one calling for smoke. Like, that's not really true. You know? But that's all right. 114 was my scorecard, and I predicted that Loma would win. Well, you pretty much had it what I scored it, Rafael. Rafi. You had it what I scored it. You had it what I scored it. I scored it a draw. And I did say that Loma would win. Good fight. You know, good fight. You know, Loma did well for his age, for the discrepancy in physical aspects and categories. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I can see a draw. I picked Loma, but should have stuck with what I said years ago. Loma's not all that. It really depends. You know, I think the lower weight classes, he was good. And that Rigondeaux fight, he cheated Rigondeaux, I think. The fucking elbows to the back of the head and punches to the back of the head, that was ridiculous. And, you know, I know Rigondeaux chose to move up, but that was just like a giant versus a midget. But I think at the lower weights, Loma is good. He's achieved a lot at lightweight. I give him credit there, you know. I'm not a fan of all his techniques. You know, even that Luke Campbell fight, he kind of got buzzed in one of the rounds near the ropes, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. Actually, I do want to ask you guys a question that is a bit off topic to this one. What do we think of Daniel Dubois moving trainers to Don Charles? I know Mo and Rafi will be familiar with Don Charles. Mike, are you familiar with Don? Very interesting. Very interesting move, that. Because he's switched trainers because he left Shane McGuigan. Everyone's fucking leaving Shane McGuigan. Shane McGuigan! Those McGuigans, man, they don't like being left behind. They do not like being left behind. I'm telling you, dude. They will fucking get all the money they can out of you. They'll squeeze that out of you, man. They will squeeze that shit from you. Best believe they will squeeze it from you. Lord have mercy. My Lord. The same people saying Loma won are now saying he gets to go. Because look at the size difference. Are you kidding me? Haney is literally one of the biggest lightweights. He's fucking bigger than what Antonio Margarita was at welterweight almost. You know? I don't think he should go back down. I think he should retire. Is Loma a dirty fighter? No, I don't think he is. In that fight with Rigo, I think he was. But no, he's not a dirty fighter. I don't think he is. Michael said yes. He's getting one-on-one training with Don. Yeah, well, Don trains nobody else. He trained Chisora, didn't he? You know? Too many fighters at McGuigan's. Actually, there are. There are, now come to think of it. Don Charles decent, but not sure if Dubois is a good fit. I don't know, man. I feel like Don Charles is I don't know. I feel like Don Charles is just fucking like I don't know. He's a bit of a fan of some of these fighters beforehand, and that might cloud his coaching. You know, I'm not saying he's a terrible coach, but he's not great. I'm not saying that now. He's a nice guy though. To be fair, he's a nice guy. Oops, wrong person. Don Charles ain't bad. I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know how much it will help. I don't think it will help much. You can't not move your head in boxing. Any weight class, it doesn't matter which one. You can't not move your head. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. You know, that's just what it is. Straight up. You know, straight up, dude. I'm just looking. Just looking at some other stuff. That's why I've gone a bit quiet. But yeah, I don't think I think if he fights Usyk, he's gonna get fucked up, dude. He's gonna get fucked up bad. He'll get messed up in that fight. He's gonna be easy to hit, dude. I'm telling you. He'll be easy to hit. That left hand and that jab and that right hook will be landing all night. You know? Joe Joyce got his ass beat, didn't he? Well, he got that eye beat. So, you know. I mean, we saw that one coming a mile away. After seeing the Lorena fight, I don't think much of Dubois anymore. Hey, man, Tyrone was saying that was a dive, you know? So, I mean, you know, I don't know. Apparently, Don is good with movement, although it didn't show with Chisora, although Chisora did better against Usyk the most. Isn't that crazy, huh? Chisora had a good, you know, quite a, you know, better performance than a lot of other guys. In certain spots, at least. I think he's good with cross guard stuff and, like, you know, he understands head movement. Is that just Chisora throughout his career just didn't do it enough, you know? And then eventually he just stopped doing it altogether, really. That's the thing, man. Age is a killer. But when you take damage early on in your career, it slows it down that much quicker. You know, it accelerates the decline. The decline of a fighter. Joyce trains under Ismail Salas, but it looks like he wasn't training for a southpaw. I think Zhang could have been a right-hander, and it wouldn't have made a difference. I think, you know, I don't think so. Come on, Devin is humble. I've just looked at another comment. Come on, that guy's not humble. There's not a lot of top world class trainers these days. Are there any? Like, there's none. Who is a good trainer, guys? Who's a good trainer out there? who is Jeff Mayweather, but who's he trained? You know? You would have said, like, Jeff Mayweather. You would have said Roger Mayweather, rest in peace, he's not with us anymore. Because he trained Floyd and he trained him well and he trained him for years on end. He was a world-class trainer, for him at least. But who else is there? Like, that's a good example of a relationship between coach and fighter that lasted, that had longevity to it, you know? Southpaw made a huge difference, but he gets it a lot anyway, Raf. So it's like, I think it made more of a difference because of the angle, you know? Me personally, you know? Derek James, dude, he is declining as a coach. As a trainer, he is declining. He's declining. I don't know. Everyone wants to go to him now. Ryan Garcia's with him now. That's not going to work out, you know? Sugary Hill Stewart. Sugary Hill con man, more like it. He's a weird guy, that one. Fuck him. Devin is definitely humble. He's a Muslim. I can vouch for him since we share the same beliefs. I respect that, Mo, but like, am I right? Is gold haram? Is that a sin in your religion? Because I've seen that be mentioned. I'm not sure. I just want to ask you because I don't want to get stuff wrong. You know. What does humble mean? Ben Davidson is shithouse. Fuck that dude. He was celebrating last night over what do you call it? Devin's win because he trained him once and he did a shit job with Devin and then he got his ass fired. You know? James is definitely a great trainer. No, he's not. You can wear jewelry, but not like that. So you know, Michael. Wow. We got this guy at TS Boxing. He said, damn, I didn't get notifications to this. All right. I don't know who the fuck you are. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to the stream. We got TS Boxing in here. A big Devin Haney fan. Jewelry on men is frowned upon? Is it? Is in you gotta let me know specifically though, because I can't just hear it here and there. You know. What's up, LFL player? Hope you're well. I believe gold is haram, but he just became Muslim. Give him time. Ah, come on, Tyrone. I mean, Mo. He was in the mosque. He was in the mosque doing it. Like, aren't you meant to take that off beforehand? But you know what? That's not really my gripe. You know what my gripe was with Devin? I'm going to tell you this now, because some of you may or may not have seen it. In the Blood, Sweat, and Tears documentary, they were giving away food to homeless people. This was in Oakland or somewhere, right? They were giving away food, right? And you know what Devin had to say about it? He said, oh, you know, so-and-so, and I'm, you know, helping them, and hopefully they like me. Hopefully they like me. That right there just exposed Devin as a person. Because he thinks that him giving away food to homeless people is, you know, like a reimbursement thing. It's a compensation each way. Like, I give you food, so you should like me. They don't have to like you. All they got to be is do whatever they want. If at the very least, be grateful. You know? Raphael Dawkins. I saw him in the mosque with diamond earrings in, face red, droopy eyes emoji. I don't vibe with Devin. I've never really, you know, he's 24 years old. No one is perfect. Man, all right, man. You know, that's your perspective on it, I guess. Maybe I should be a bit more lenient. I don't know. Maybe I should, you know. When did he convert? Actually, when did Devin Haney convert to Muslim. According to reports, he converted himself to Islam when he served his sentence in prison. This is talking about Bill Haney. What about Devin? I need a date, a year. Devin Haney is a Muslim. In April 2021, he changed his religion to Islam. So that's how many years? That's 2 years. Is 2 years not enough time? Is that not enough? Just give me a sec, guys. I got to get my other phone. All right, we're back. We're back in this back. Dun, 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 dun. No, 2 years definitely not long. What is long? 5 years? 3 years? 10 years? What is it? I've never been too high on Devin. He's a little too plain for me, but I wish him well. And there you go. As simple as that. Nobody's perfect in a religion that make you humble. Yeah, well, I'm not saying like he's got to be perfect, guys. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not, and I'm not saying like you guys are saying that. I'm saying that. I'm just saying in general. Look at Deontay Wilder, for example, right? I'll use him as an example. Now he grew up. His dad was a pastor, I believe, or a preacher or something. I don't know the difference, or maybe I'm technically not even saying the right word, but he was sheltered. They were of the Christian Catholic, I think. They follow Christianity or whatever. And Wilder now, he wears some jewelry, which actually I don't think is frowned upon in that religion, but he's full of tattoos, guys. He's got tattoos from his throat all the way to his ankles, right? A lot of people, Mormons, right, they don't like that, right? Because they follow a similar thing, belief or whatever. But that's just what it is, right? No one's perfect, you know? Look at Badu Jack as well. Badu Jack, okay, he's a Muslim. But in his last fight, he was walking to the ring in gold. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, everyone's different, I guess. Same thing, different. You know the saying. You know, it is what it is, dude. You know, simple as. Oh my god, dude. Everyone is just crazy just looking at other live streams. This fucking stuff is just like ridiculous. I like Devin because he's willing to fight anyone, unlike the rest of the lightweights, the junior welterweights. I don't know where you get this from. You're saying to me Devin is the only guy that wants to fight? No one else wants to fight? No one wants to fight? Anyone else? I don't think I'm really led to believe that. Me personally, I don't think I'm led to believe that. I think I'm led to believe that at all. You know? Like I said, man, Devin and Bill have had a profound effect on some guys, man. They just got you believing that Devin is this boogeyman, this, you know, monster of a man, you know? Regis as well. You know, Regis, his career will end very soon, in my opinion. I think he's making very bad moves, right? And he looked horrible in his last fight. I'm going to say that now. He looked shit in his last fight against the Hispanic dude. I forgot his name. He looked bad. He's lucky he got that stoppage. Devin versus Javonta versus Stevenson. Regis as well, he said. Some of those fights you mentioned probably will never happen. Zepeda, that's it. Thank you, Mo. Zepeda. He should have knocked him out in like 6 rounds. Zepeda's got no chin at all, dude. None. He should have ended him earlier than that. You waited till all those rounds later? Come on. Crazy, man. On the other hand, let's see what Dillian White's doing. Let me check his Instagram. I haven't said that name for a while. I'm just being petty. I'm trying to be funny, sort of. You know. Dillian White. Hasn't even cracked 500,000 followers on Instagram, but he's this big draw somehow. He ain't posted shit. Dillian White. Did Katie Taylor lose yesterday? I don't even know. But Dillian White is ducking Martin Bakoli. Yeah, okay. Run along with that narrative. Dillian White ain't doing shite. Yeah, Dillian White, man. Fuck that dude. She lost to Chantel Cameron. Let me see. Do I have some highlights here? She lost to Chantel Cameron? Oh, Lord. I know Conor McGregor was there. Where's Chantel from? Chantel Cameron. What? They've not made the video available in my country? All right, whatever. From England. From England. Okay. It sounds like an English name. What's Parker up to these days? Slinging dope. That's what he's doing. He's running a heroin operation. That's what he's doing. Nah. His career is over as far as I'm concerned. Fuck that dude as well. He talks a lot of shit as well. He wants to fight in Australia next. And fight some Tongan dude or Samoan dude or whatever. That's got like 3 losses. Cameron put on a great display. Hey, you got to do that against Katie Taylor to get the win, you know. So that's what you must do, you know. You got to take that initiative, you know. McGregor was praying to the proper 12 gods during the reading of the scorecards. Yeah, he needs to get his grip together as well. He's looking terrible these days, McGregor. Fucking looks like he could fight at middleweight in MMA. Parker did a commercial. Fury is a back. Parker's Fury's back handler these days. He is. He always has been anyway, to be honest. Let me see. Joseph Parker commercial. Maybe I'll find it on YouTube. I really don't care. Joseph Parker commercial. We did one like fucking back in 2013. Yeah, I've not seen it. Django Opalu. Yeah, I told you he was fighting some dude. This guy confirmed it 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he's fighting Faiga Opalu. Or Django Opalu. Yeah. He's fighting in Melbourne. Lol. Of course he's fucking fighting in Melbourne. Outpoint and Taylor in Ireland. Yeah, it was in Ireland. Yeah, that's the Irish wouldn't be happy about that. Parker got used and abused by Edward. Check my head. Can't get a decent fight. I warned him. Well, I didn't warn him, but I said, is this the right move? You know? They got no one over there at Matchroom. He's settled here in... Dude, how do you pronounce that name? I always mess it up. Don't worry, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Look, Tyrone has decided to drop his second comment of the night. I see that typing is difficult, you know, at the workplace. Now getting abused by Mr. F. I laughed my ass off, yes. Yeah, Parker is just, you know, he barely got past Huey Fury. I mean, come on. You know, how do you barely beat Huey Fury? Huey is yuck. TS, you're late. We docking your pay. Yeah, he wouldn't be happy about that if that was actually a thing in place. Parker is with Ben Shalom now. Yeah, I know. He's probably going to end up fighting Fraser Clark next. Or Fabio Dordley. Ridiculous, man. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sunday. Man, that's wild. Wild that he's with Ben Shalom? I'm not sure. Ben Shalom is a fucking idiot. I said it. He's a fucking idiot. Straight up, he's an idiot. The guy is an idiot, dude. He's an idiot. And I don't like him either. Like, also, who do you guys think wins the rematch between Chris Eubank and Liam Smith? Hey, what do you guys think of Chris getting up and then trying to push the ref off of him and then trying to fight Liam afterwards? Dude, that made me laugh so hard, dude. That is such a bad... Dude, that is the worst way to lose a fight, honestly. That's probably the worst way to lose a fight. You think Smith again? I think Smith again as well. Eubank just can't take a fucking punch. After that, his punch resistance is shot. It's gone. He has no hope. And he's with David Haye now, apparently. That's going to end up like the second Bellew fight, pretty much. That's how it's going to go. It's going to literally be a similar way. Losing to Liam Smith. Crazy. Smith. All right, he said Smith. If old boy gets on the ropes and does that shoulder roll, faker ass Roy Jr. shite, you're going to sleep again. I'm telling you, man, these guys don't know how to do the technique properly. When Mayweather Tony did it, they knew how to do it, you know? We want justice for my brother, Seb Eubank. May he truly rest in peace. What's this about? Didn't his brother drown? Chris Eubank's fight for justice. Seeks truth about death of his son. Wrongful death by negligence of Caesar Entertainment. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not even going to read that. That just seems a bit grim. But yeah. Smith has been in with Canelo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's experience. Good experience there. Ben Shalom is a disgrace. Ruined Worley versus Clark fight. I don't give a fuck about those two. But if you can't even make that fight, how good of a promoter can you be, really? If you can't even make that fight, come on. You know? It's a bad look, you know? It's a bad look. All right, that's there. Can't even make a British level fight because, you know, that's what they call it in the UK. A British level fight. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. Actually, I wonder what the UFC is next week. Oh, yeah, check that. It's fuck that. Cara France, come on, dude. No one wants to watch that guy. Jim Miller is still going. Oh my god, dude. Oh my lord. Shite of a fight too. That's funny how you spell it like shite. Oh my lord, dude. Clark is scared of a white collar fighter, even though he's been amateur for nearly 15 years. Yeah, didn't he get wiped out in amateurs? I forgot who wiped him out. Was it Joyce or something? I'm not sure. Bring me the high road. Bring it high up. Alright, that's no good there. Yeah, Chris Eubank's gonna get knocked out again. I think this time it'll be quicker. Well, actually, how much quicker can it be, right? 4 rounds. Oh, man. What a silly sausage he is, eh? You silly, silly sausage. You silly sausage. Terrible, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, my lord, dude. Yeah, there's nothing on the UFC, that's for sure. Okay, now I'm here fully. Oh, so kind of you to join us. Lol, red face, red droopy eyes. Joyce knocked him out. Cold slumped him. Is there white collar fighting in the USA, Australia? It's here, but it's not here. And I'll explain what I mean by that. They say there'll be an event, but there won't be. So yeah, that's that. Mo Boxing, you know, I don't like Haney, but I can't lie, it was a close fight. I had it draw. Why can't we just give Loma the win? He's just like so much more likable. Like, apparently Clark used to be a bouncer for Sky Sports. You mean he used to be security? I think that's what you mean. The bouncer, I don't know. Maybe actually, I don't know. Fuck. That's funny, dude. That's funny. That's funny. Come on. He's to be a bouncer. He looks like he would have been a bouncer. Fabio Worley, he tries to act like he's from the hood or something. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, don't act like that. You ain't from that life, man. You ain't. It wasn't far. It wasn't a robbery. 7-5 either way. It was also fair. Yeah, I've been saying that the whole time. Yeah, security guy. He talks shit, that dude. Why is he getting all pissy on AJ now? He's like getting pissy about him a bit as well. He needs to shut the fuck up. Getting sick of this. No, it's not gonna happen. Give me the higher up. No, 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 no. Give me the higher up. No, 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 no. Yes, I've seen him doing security for Sky. That was his side hustle. Yeah, we know all about Frazier now. Although it is funny seeing the blowbacks from certain people today, lol. I mean, the guy won, so no one should be complaining, right? You know? I want to see Wardley versus Adelaide. Adelaide has been mouthy lately. They're all but Mo, like, they're all mouthy, dude. They're all mouthy. They're all mouthy. You know what's funny? Wardley can beat these guys. Because these guys, man, I don't know, man. They're a little slower. Wardley's at least got some hand speed on him, you know? A certain individual was visibly shaking before the decision was read. Or was it that racist guy that you were talking about? It was probably him that you mean. My lord, dude. No, 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 no. Dear me. Yeah, lol. A closed mouth don't get fed. No, I guess not. I guess the closed mouth doesn't get fed. You know? I guess not. Give me a sec with this. I'm just looking through something, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna play Diamonds Dancing when Mr. Eubank gets knocked out next month. The bum. Career is over. Career is over. Fucking smart ass. Where the fuck is it? Boy, boy, can you give it up? Can you give it up? Lomachenko should retire. No, he should continue fighting. Rematch. No, yeah, you're right. He should retire. Adelaide said to Clark on Furon's channel that he got big boot. Okay, yeah, I think I know what you mean. You see Nakatani turn old boy into a dead body? I'll play it for you, actually. I'll play it on the I won't show you it, but I'll just I'll play the audio. I got loud when that happened. I really enjoyed watching that shit. I really fucking enjoyed watching him get knocked out. Fucking hate the Maloneys, dude. Hate him. Hate him, dude. I hate them so much. I offered to spar them, but they didn't fucking want any work. They want to spar with guys from Thailand and fucking Malaysia and the Philippines and Indonesia and Brunei, all those places. Give me a sec, because for some reason the internet wants to be a pain today.
Moving around, trying to clear his head right now. Doubles up the uppercut and then goes with a knockdown, scored with a right uppercut. 4. Two lefts and a right. Nakatani scores it.
I'm going to play the next one.
Oh! A straight left hand floors Maloney. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another chance. He said, you haven't been listening. You're taking damage. You're getting hurt. And a championship won for Nakatani. Oh my! That was devastating. He is laid out in brutal fashion.
Boom! Slumped out cold of all that shit talking you were doing the other week. I'm so glad that happened, dude. Fuck that dude. Do I box? No, I don't box. I was coaching, but I was registered as a professional coach. Yes, I was registered. You see Nakatani. I don't box anymore, Mo. You see Nakatani, yeah. Maloney got turned into... yeah. Lomachenko should retire after arguably beating the undisputed lightweight champ. Yes, because he lost. And that's at the end of the day on the record book, that's what matters. Maloney got sent to the Shadow Realm. He fucking got slumped out cold and he got dropped twice beforehand. What a dork. Why would you not protect yourself? I'm telling you, man, those Maloney brothers can't do shit, bro. They ain't shit. I'm telling you now, dude. No. At Rafael Hawkins, he's wanned. He's wanned. I don't know. And any other losses will... I don't know what you've written there. You need to get your spelling and grammar up, man. Any other losses will continue to affect his legacy. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say yayo. Yayo? Why do you want me to say that? Yayo. He himself said that it was more likely this last shot. Yeah, it was. I want to see Shakur versus Loma. Not happening, dude. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. It was probably going to be that, maybe if Loma won, but it's going to be Haney next, probably. Oh, and the guy that got cleaned out by that little Mexican guy. When was that? Was that on the undercard? Because I didn't see it. I didn't see that at all. Shikes. Oh my lord, dude. No, oh my lord. We've got a packed chat today. This is good. Gambosa said he wants to fight Loma. And I want Jennifer Lopez, but that's not happening, is it? Yeah, Shakur versus Haney, but at 140. Why 140 though? Why not for the undisputed titles? Why? Can Haney make the weight? The UK undercard? I didn't see it. Who was the guy's name? What was the guy's name? I'm guessing this was on the zone. If I'm even allowed to view the freaking thing. Was it Jose Felix? Is that the guy you're talking about? I have no idea. Like honestly, I'm not the one that's been slumped out. Remember, I'm here in my seat, nice and healthy. A flat battery, that's good. I appreciate you guys stopping by the way. This has got to be it, surely. Haney looks drained at lightweight. He's moving up. Of course, that's what happens when you're a weight bully. Anyway, moving on. Let me see. Is it Jose Felix? They knocked him out? Wow, Gary Cully is huge compared to him. Holy crap. Oh, okay. Is this where he stops him? It didn't go for long. What was it, 3 rounds? This guy doesn't look Mexican. He looks... Oh! Kill him the body. Kill him the body. Feel it? Gary doesn't know how to hold. Oh, he's a lefty. This Mexican doesn't have enough power. Cully biting his hand? What? Towel! Wow. Wow. Ireland lost last night. Holy crap. I just saw it. I like these knockouts, man. This week we got a couple, you know. Very satisfying to see. Very, very satisfying. Very. Completely waved out, man. Put the beats on the tall dude. Yeah, I know, right? Good on him. You got the win. Very nice work. Very nice work. Very nice. He went all out, man. That's through the talon. Not very accurate, but accurate enough for that fight, I guess. I said Felix just best just get out of there quick. Yeah. I mean, especially when you're over there, man. Or if, you know, you're going to home territory. He, like, fucking... He's so much smaller, but, like, he was just able to loop the shots over the top. Crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Dude, what is going on here? This internet. But yeah, if you guys got anything else you want to discuss, feel free to. Might wrap it up soon, but, you know, put your thoughts out. Like I said, today's stream was totally unplanned, but maybe when I go earlier, it's a bit better, you know. If I go just a little more, you know. Oh my Lord. Yeah, boxing scene is all over the fight from yesterday. But I will say that undercard wasn't the best last night, that's for sure. Not a chance. All right, Rafi. Well, good luck, my man. I'll get there when I can. Francis found a home after all that shite folks were talking about what he should do. Yeah, I mean, I see John Jones, talking shit, but you sat out for 3 years and grew a gut, and then once Francis left, you came in. So coincidental, right? But anyway, he's got to get paid. So good for him. He could do what he wants. I don't care what Francis does. He could do what he wants. But why is everyone so concerned with him though? Like, I swear they've never been more concerned for any other MMA fighter but him. They're probably trying to take advantage of his lack of English, or, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. No idea. But yeah, I might wrap it up, guys. I might wrap it up here. Been on for an hour and a half, pretty much. So, yeah, appreciate you all stopping by. Usually don't get this much engagement, This is, it was good once in a while to have this, But yeah, thanks for your input, guys. I guess I'll be seeing you around. And yeah, peace to you all. You stay safe out there.